Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. In today's session I'm going to share with you how I painted this illustration of course I started from the reference. My reference today is the scene from The Lord of the Rings, I think this masterpiece, and what I discovered here in this reference. First of all, I paid attention that reflections and the lights on Frodo and Sam, they are too bright for this dark sky. I think they added here some filter just to get a right mood and a right mood for this picture, for this scene, and because to get such a light reflections without any light resource, it's almost impossible. So I created this drawing and this rough sketch, and I need just to reduce the opacity and to make this sketch multiply blending mode, because I need to paint under this layer. And further, I'm going just to delete it because I'm not going to use any line stage or line art here at all. And I would like just to paint here and to use two brushes. Mostly I used here two brushes, default brushes. One of them is mixing oil painting mixing brush, and another one just a common airbrush. And so what else I can say here? I try to understand. When I started my painting, I discovered that it will be quite hard to decide about value of different elements here. For example, in this scene you can see the snail. For now I think it's too dark and I need to make it more lighter it with somehow. And as you can see, I just deleted this layer of drawing because for now I almost don't need it at all, and I continue my painting without any layers because lines, sorry. And of course, as you can see here, I made my painting smaller because I need to have kind of a fresh eye what I would like to add here, what I would like to change here, and for this reason to watch on your picture and to make it smaller, and you can just get kind of fresh eye, fresh sight on your work. And we have another feature, another interesting method how can we refresh our sight. For example, I can desaturate my painting, entire my painting. For this reason, I'm going to correction layer and create two correction layers with hue saturation and just reduce saturation at all, and which allows me to get just grayscale mode, just grayscale view on my picture, and which is very helpful to me to understand about values in my drawing. And for example, here I just reduce darkness on dark areas on the snail because I need to convey and to show the depth, and this layer, this correction layer with unsaturation, without saturation at all, I can switch it on and off, which is very helpful, and I use this layer during my work quite frequently because I need to check my work if I'm doing well or not with values, only with values. In this layer it's so helpful for me. Of course, we have different ways, different approaches and different options how we can achieve it, but I think hue saturation, this correction layer with desaturated correction layer, is the best way to achieve and to check yourself with to check your painting with values from this point of view. And so I added here also different elements. As you can see here, this foliage of a tree. I don't want to draw a lot of leaves here and to draw foliage realistically. I would like just to create some shape of the tree, and for my needs I think it's quite well. And from I think it's really good approach to, because in each composition, in each illustration, just think what would you like to say here. And if you would like to create landscape with a quite realistic style, of course you have to draw even, I don't know, not each leaf, but to draw it differently, not as I drew in this case. You can see here I check myself with gray mode with this correction layer, and which is very, very helpful. So to use flip horizontal, to use also this correction desaturated layer, these two things I think you must have and you must use during your work, during your painting, because it's very helpful. Okay, so I started to refine different details, and I constantly watch on my reference, because I don't want to copy it, but I need to understand what's going on with vegetation, with rocks, with stones here and there, and also with reflections. These scenes, they are not easy to achieve and to create it from your mind. For example, you need to rely on something, and I have to rely on some reference, as you can see, because that I'm working in reference in this picture, because I need to clarify and to make to paint believable, to make my illustration believable and plausible and convincing. And for this reason, I have to use reference. I have to understand how I can achieve this my purposes of to create this depth of in my composition. How I can emphasize this focal point, focal area of my composition, this couple people, and for this reason, I need, of course, I have to rely on some reference, because not to copy it, just to understand how I can achieve my goals here, and in this case, how I can emphasize these two focal interest, focal area. And in foreground, I place here this stone, this rock, and because it's foreground, it's close to us, I have to add here some details on one hand. On other hand, I don't want to emphasize and to make it too textured, kind of, because I don't need to grab attention to this stone. Shouldn't grab your attention at all. You have to watch only on these two people further. So here and there I added different details, and also I constantly check myself with flip horizontal and desaturated layer, as I told you before. And also I check myself, and I constantly compare this reference with my picture, and I would like to convey the mood, but a little bit slightly different. In my picture, you can find any hope to a good end or something like that. And also, what I use here in reference, I need it to understand what's going on with lights aside. We can quite hard lighter source from the side, and reference just help me to understand how can I apply it, how can I place it at all, and for this reason also I made my sky in my picture more just brighter, because I need to be reasonable, I think, and for this reason I need just to make sky brighter. That's it. So different details here and there, because this area is quite close to us, and I have to add some details, because it's kind of to explain what's going on. As you can see here, I flipped horizontal my composition, and now I can recognize what is my I don't know, mishaps, mistakes, different things like that. And I flipped horizontal constantly again, as I said here, and also as you can see here in this stage, I just made with soft airbrush, I made this sky more brighter. I need a little bit change. I don't want to copy the exact mood of from the scene of Lord of the Rings. So this is my final result, and I hope this video was interesting and helpful for you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.